Okay, Tux. Take it easy. Take it easy there, buddy. Tasky, easy. Take it easy, okay? We're rolling. So the sun's kind of in, so let's turn around here a little bit.
All good.
And so give me your name.
My name's Peter Earl. I'm driver of Chasing Paper Mega Truck. It's a 2.5 ton, 93 Toyota SR5. We like to classify them as a mega truck.
What motor do you run?
I run a 540 big block.
Okay.
Naturally aspirated, carburation.
You say big block Chevy, I'm
Yes,
assuming.
sir. Big block
And
Chevy.
the only reason I'm asking is I'm a Ford guy, but I'm assuming it's a Chevy.
There's nothing wrong with a Ford level.
Okay. And what kind of rear end you said?
So I have a 2.5 ton top load Rockwell military grade axle. Put some trusses underneath it, but it's basically a rear end out of a military truck. Any deuce and a half, you can find that very axle and do exactly what we've done here. Put some big shocks on it, some coilovers to get your travel, and you're ready to go, you know. We're still running a stock frame on our chassis here. This is the actual stock frame from the Toyota pickup. The reason that we're running the stock frame on this particular model is it was a box frame, so it's strong. So we decided to run with that.
And you've reinforced it with,
and then afterwards, we've taken it to some friends of ours and we've gotten the chassis made down. The extra chassis is what gives us all the strength to support the four-link here. The four-link is what basically takes all the impact and all the stress from the beating that these things are receiving while we're driving. Transfer case takes it off your transmission and drops your pinion levels down, and so that it's more of a straight angle on your drive shaft, so that we're not pinching or binding as often. Now I freestyle a lot, and as you can tell, I've damaged some stuff in here recently, but you know, that's the name of the game.
But you can catch your drive shaft with those pieces right there.
Absolutely. This is a containment cage on the front and rear, and that's strictly to keep it from pogo sticking, if you will. If that happened to drop down on me when I'm in midair or something,
don't do that.
No, that could be
bad
tragic.
things happen.
Absolutely.
Bad things.
Absolutely.
Now, on the going back to the transfer case, can you change gears? Do you change gears much, or is that something
I personally don't have to do that a whole lot. Now, some of the other guys, they change gears on a regular basis, whether they're looking at long straight runs for a hill and hole, or if they're looking at an obstacle course where they're running a full track, lots of jumps, lots of speed, lots of straightaways. And these are quick change gears in these transfer cases. If I have to, it could take me 15 minutes to change out the gearing and put a whole new set of gears in and change this truck's dynamic 100%.
Running a turbo 400 transmission?
Yes,
I mean, loosely.
Yes,
loosely based on a 400.
Loosely, yes, it is. We had FTI transmission build us a mud transmission for us. And you know, we've got the ultra bell housing for the protection for any kind of scatter. Hydraulic steering all comes out of an Orbital. I've got a Tractor Supply steering ram on the front. We tried to keep it simple so that when we're out doing stuff, if we do break, we've got a very good chance of finding stuff. You know, this is literally a Tractor Supply ram that you can walk into the store right this very minute and pick it up. So if I break that, I'm going to Tractor Supply and I'm coming back and I'm going to run this weekend. You know, we go extra. We put the sway bars on for stabilization here, and you know, there's a lot of differences. These are coilovers. My buddy Jimmy over here, he runs a steamboat truck. He's also on a television show called The Dirty Motor Truckers. He runs a nitrogen shock over there. And that's basically just takes the coils, gets rid of the coils, and puts it all on a nitrogen.
Okay, go ahead.
So what'll happen is I'll get sometimes a little bit of extra bounce because of the coilovers, but I'm also used to it. This is truly a bog truck that is pretty much turned freestyle. And I'm happy doing it. So I love being out there.
Is that kind of where it started at? Was
in the mud holes.
Mud holes, that's what I thought, down south.
Yep, started down in Florida. You know, there's lots of people doing it, but it really took off in Florida because of all the swamps, all the mud down there. And, you know, and like anything else, one guy sees another guy roll into a mud hole with big tires. Guess who's
Gotta
coming
follow.
back next
Yeah,
weekend
with
bigger
tires. That's right.
Exactly.
And got a
So-
motor. Well, I'm going to build a bigger motor. You
Exactly.
know?
That's how it all starts. You know.
Now, what are these typical agriculture
Yeah,
tractor
these
tires?
are a regular ag tire. These are BKTs. I've got a 24-inch wheel. These are, I believe, they're still running. Yep, they're still running the 16.924s. I haven't changed them in a while. Gusseted wheels for all the impact and jumping.
Right.
And if you look over at Jimmy's truck over there,
This one right here.
yep, these are a steel wheel that are extremely light compared to mine. He's probably about 200 pounds on his, where I'm about 350. So, Jimmy's light, fast. Those are cut and scoop tires. You can see the V grooving now. That's for more traction. He's more of the race, gotta go and keep the power to the ground, where I'm here for the freestyle side of it, where I'm all about the big air, the big jumps, and I like to keep it loose so that I can slide around and do donuts and do silly stuff.
So that truck there, by the casual observer, myself, does not really look like it would be racing that truck.
No, but we do.
But you do.
Absolutely.
So it's pretty much run what you run kind of thing.
Yep.
And how many? Okay, you're up here for the 4-wheel drive jamboree in Indianapolis.
Yep.
And how many trucks did you run Friday?
I ran Friday in freestyle.
Okay.
We did a mega truck versus monster truck round 1 freestyle Friday night, and we actually won that one.
Cool.
So that was awesome.
Cool.
Thank you for everybody who cheered for
Okay.
us. Last night they did another one, and the straight jacket monster truck won, and that is Kevin King right over there.
Okay.
And he took first place last night. Overall, we have 5 monster trucks that are on site. 4 of them are taking part in the freestyle. We had 4 mega trucks to go against the monster trucks in the freestyle that are kind of freestyle guys.
Yep.
And then there was about 28 to 32, I believe, scheduled for racing in these styles.
In these styles. Well, like I said, this is my first exposure. We've been jamboree monster truck guys forever, and so when they started talking about the mega trucks, I had no idea, and really kind of, to be honest with you, kind of bummed me out because I didn't know. I didn't realize we'd actually watched you guys on TV and didn't realize the tie, in and seen the swamp racing in Florida.
Right.
And until just talking to you just a few minutes ago, what the situation was, and so now I'm kind of excited about it.
That's awesome. And nothing for nothing. We've all of us have driven in the mud in our daily drivers and pretty much tough trucked it ourselves. I personally love watching them, and so do all the other guys, because let's face it, that's where we all started.
Yeah.
And the mega truck is just a little step further. We just had to go a little bigger.
Well, and I didn't realize I was describing it to my wife a while ago before I actually saw it and talked to you that I envisioned it as being a truck body on a super side-by-side off-road chassis, and that's not what it is at all.
No,
that's not what it is at all.
No,
that's what I envisioned it, and I kind of had this negative. When my son said, "Well, they don't have mega trucks up there," and I said, "Well, what's that mean?"
We're taking it around over here.
We're working.
So anyway, I'm glad to get to talk to you.
I appreciate you coming over and asking.
Getting a look down and dirty on what's going on, because I was really in the dark. I couldn't figure out what was going on, and my son called me one night and he says, "There's not going to be any monster trucks at the jamboree." And I said, "What?" Well, then since they've changed that, they added 4 monster trucks.
Yep.
And of course, I'm old school, so I'm go back to Bigfoot. Of course, he's a Ford.
I
Bigfoot fan.
I love the monster trucks
And,
myself. I used to play with Dennis Anderson's Gravedigger in my sandbox. So, so for me to be doing that to doing this, in a way, it's kind of my way of having a monster truck too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because let's face it, not everybody can do the big monster truck. But it's close.
Okay.
It's
so
real.
now I'm going to ask you, what do you to get from show to show? What's your trailer and truck?
I run a 35-foot gooseneck, and then I haul with a dually Dodge Ram 3500.
Okay.
And
nothing fancy.
Simple as you get. Just
simple.
like Jimmy here, he's running a 2500 Chevy. He's hooking up to another 30-foot gooseneck, deck over, and that's pretty much how we run these things around. absolutely. I'm gonna get one of them someday. I know.
Oh yeah, we passed one on the way up here from home. I don't know what kind of race car it was, but it said first on the tow vehicle it said private RV, you know, like they all do.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. It was a Peterbilt, you know, probably a $500,000 motorhome, and probably hell $2,000 or $300,000 deck trailer, you know.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we passed, and I said that's pretty cool. So.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff. The people that you meet at these events and the guys that drive these trucks are from every walk of life. I mean, there's some of these guys over here that are lawyers. There's guys over there that are dentists, mechanics, obviously. I'm a grass cutter. I cut lawns for a living.
Yeah.
You know, we come from every walk of life, and this is that's what I love about it. It's a mud family, and we always take care of one another. If one guy's broke down or whatnot, I know every one of these guys is going to go find whatever it is I need or do the very best that they can to get to us.
That's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the fun part. And that's the way most racing starts out.
Yep.
Until it gets carried away.
Yeah, exactly. And fortunately with this, we really are so tight and we're so close to all of each other. We really don't have that much drama.
That's
I mean,
good.
in everything there's always drama.
Right,
we all know.
yeah.
But we're all here for the same reason. We want to have fun and we want to show out in our trucks.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's pretty easy to get along with the guy next to you.
Right, yeah. Well, hey, nice talking to you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming over and checking it out.
Okay, we will keep you on the radar now and keep an eye out for you.
Definitely. Be looking out for today because we're going to freestyle the heck out of that.
Okay, we'll be over.
Kevin King out of Waycross, Georgia, the straight jacket, Satsuma, Florida. Very on. Peter Earl. Two big bucks. Y'all give it up one time for Gonzalo. Great job, great job.
God bless you. God bless America. Say a prayer for somebody today. See ya.